Hey guys, today we'll be taking a look at the McFarlane Toys Nightwing and Red Hood 2-pack. So I know this has been out for a wee while, but I just got it today and really stoked. They're really cool figures. So we'll take a look at Nightwing first. So put him to the side. So I originally bought this 2-pack for the Red Hood because he's awesome. Definitely better than any of the others that have come out prior to this. And the Nightwing I did want, but it was kind of like not super keen on it. But now I've got him in hand, I actually almost like him more than the Red Hood, which is kind of surprising. The head sculpt is really nice. Like, a lot better in person than what you'd think. It's got a nice like glossy mask on it. The hair's got a blue wash through it, which stands out. Looks very comic booky, which is really cool. It's a simple design, obviously, just like a leotard with red on it, but it's done well. Like the sculpt's really nice. He looks more sort of natural looking or more realistic as opposed to comic booky, and I also like that he's got a little place to put his I forgot what they're called, nightsticks. Really cool. So I've got him on the stand just because he's a bit easy to stand up with it, but we'll take a look at the articulation. So I'm not usually that fussed with McFarlane Toys and their articulation. Like, it's pretty good, but there's something about it that's a little off, and they look better on the shelf than posed. But this one's actually better than what I was thinking it was going to be. So we'll have a look. So arms go out that far. I've seen a lot of reviewers say that these have butterfly hinges in the shoulders, but it's not actually. It's just a long peg that goes in with a little cap on it, which annoys me when people say it because it's not an actual butterfly joint anyway. So that is pretty cool. You've got the bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, so you can get in all sorts of crazy acrobatic poses. I do think the hands might be a tad small, just a little bit. I feel like a lot of McFarlane toys have small hands, and I know they're wearing gloves, so their hands should be bigger. Maybe I'm just used to figures with bigger hands, sort of anime proportions, but it kind of looks a little funny. But anyway, you sort of don't notice it when you put his sticks in his hands. I'm not sure why they make small hands on them, but anyway. So he holds those fine. I wish he came with fists, but he doesn't. He's only got one pair of hands, which is kind of a pain, but again, stick the sticks in his hand, you won't notice. Stick that in there. I do find the ball pegs in their wrists and ankles a little bit ugly, but the fact that they're all black, you kind of don't notice them too much. It's just only when you look up close, you're like, they look a little bit weird, but that's fine. Anyway, so he's got double hinged elbows. He's got really good articulation in the wrist, which is not surprising considering how much the ball sticks out, but that's still cool. His legs go out really well. Double hinged knees. Oh, fuck. It's an accident there. Double hinged knees. Really good articulation in the ankles. The ab crunch, I actually like. When I first saw these figures, I was like, it was their ab sculpt, where it's sculpted, looks a little weird because it's quite common to have a a hinge there, like on the Marvel Legends, they've all got the same kind of thing. And these are weird the way they're sculpted with the abs down here, but I think it looks quite good. It looks quite natural, like you turn him around and it's all quite seamless looking, which I think is really good. I've also heard a few people whinge about his crotch piece, say it looks like a diaper. I don't think so. I think it looks fine. Tell me if you think I'm wrong, but I think it looks good. You can't tell. It's all the same sheen of plastic as well, so it doesn't stand out, and I think it looks great. The paint's really good, especially that face sculpt, and again, for like a Nightwing figure, it's super articulated, get him in all sorts of cool poses, and he just looks cool on the shelf, which I think is the main selling point of the McFarlane figures. So now we'll take a look at the Red Hood. So this Red Hood shits all over the other ones that have come before it. He's got a lot of attitude. I think his jacket looks just awesome. It's like, it's got like a proper V taper to it, like it hugs his abs. It's got like a big V. It doesn't look like a big baggy secondhand jacket. It looks cool. I love the armor, sort of leathery armor pieces on his torso. Looks very Metal Gear Solid, which is quite cool. Also like the matte red on his chest, which contrasts with his cherry red metallic helmet, which looks just really cool. And you can see the eyes are kind of deep set into his face, which I love that look. It looks really, I don't know, this looks cool. Looks very comic accurate. The only one thing that I will just say straight off is the way his wrists are positioned looks, it looks kind of cool. Like in a static pose, it looks cool. Like he's like a gunslinger going to grab his pistols out of his holsters. But again, when you try to do anything else with them, they just look a little bit funny. You can't make them straight. I'm not sure why they've done that, but it's, the rest of the figure is so good, I can forgive it for that. Again, he's got, we'll look at the articulation. So head doesn't go up too far, goes down quite far, which is cool. Side to side, obviously, gives him some character. The collar's a nice soft rubbery plastic, so it doesn't, and it's, because it's soft, it's not going to scratch the paint on the helmet. So when he's tilted, he's not going to, you know, scratch it or anything. And again, the paint job's nice and clean. The arms are the same McFarlane style articulation that we've seen on the Nightwing. They go up nice and far. They're slightly ratcheted, I think. Could be wrong there, that might just be the sound of plastic scraping, but you've also got a bicep swivel hidden in the cuff of the jacket, which is really cool. Good way to hide it. Double hinged elbows, which is really cool. Not a big fan of these wrists, like I just mentioned before. A little bit limited there, but they do the job. And like I said, with the McFarlane figures, they look better on the shelf than in hand. So anyway, his torso is not amazing, but it's okay. Considering he's got a jacket on, it's not too bad. You can see here, let's put him in a T pose. You can see his sheath. What are they called? Holsters. Gun holsters are workable, so you can stick the gun in, slides in there, and it looks good. It doesn't look like shit. I also like, you can kind of see when I get the light hitting it right, that he's got the matte black pants, but he's also got a glossy black paint on the sort of like little straps on him, which is quite subtle. You wouldn't really notice it, but it just adds, it sort of breaks up the sculpt a little bit. When the light catches it, it looks quite good. Boots also, let that focus. Boots are also glossy black on the sole and on top. And yeah, he just looks, oh, and also his articulation's pretty much the same as Nightwing. A little bit more hindered in the knees, but not too bad. He's got really good toe articulation, ankle articulation. I know some people online have said he looks a little bit skinny, like with his jeans on and his armor, he'd have little skeleton legs, but I think it suits the style of the figure. I think it's a little bit stylized in a good way. Yeah, really can't complain about this. And I know this is getting an individual release at some stage. I've seen pictures online, but honestly, I think if you don't have the Nightwing already, which I know they're released earlier on in the blue, I think this is a pretty good 2-pack. I'd definitely recommend it, especially if you're on the fence about the Nightwing. Yeah, really can't complain. And like I said, wasn't expecting to like the Nightwing as much as I was, got it in hand, and I almost prefer him to the Red Hood. And I really like the Red Hood. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Oh, wait, size comparisons, hold on. Okay, so here he is next to Goku. These are 7-inch scale, so you know the drill. They're not going to quite fit in with the Marvel Legends and stuff, but honestly, I think they're still awesome. And the amount of figures they're pumping out, like, it doesn't actually matter. Like, you're going to have lots to pose next to and stuff. I just wanted to show you the Goku because he looks really cool. But yeah, all in all, like I said, really good 2-pack. Again, if you're on the fence about the Nightwing, but you want the Red Hood, I would buy it because you're going to like the Nightwing. They look cool together. I've seen people do head swaps with the Nightwing and the Red Hood. I don't want to try it in case I snap off a peg or something, but that looked pretty cool. The Nightwing head looked really good on this Red Hood body. And yeah, anyway guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment below, tell me what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video.